Welcome to Beer 30. We're here. It's another week.
There's
it's
a fry in your chips.
Day.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Pete Wright, sitting here with Jamie Whitley and Mary Bradbury Jones.
Hello.
Welcome, everybody. Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Hanukkah.
Yeah, Kwanzaa.
You know, I got you guys something
Good
for
time,
Christmas,
Kwanzaa.
but I
What?
forgot to give it to you last week.
What's that?
Well, I got you, Pete, a subscription to the NRA.
Nice.
Yeah,
Good. I need
and,
that. We'll go with my shotgun.
Mary, the Republican Party needed your
Handbook?
your money.
Oh,
So,
really?
yeah, I gave them a donation in your name. So,
Big one.
yeah, you'll
You know
start
what I
getting
like?
all the material and
That's
stuff.
actually what I like
Yeah.
about Christmas, because you can see how much you mean to each other in monetary terms. I think that's very important.
This person's worth $5.
So we have a guest this week, a special guest in the hot seat. Anybody going to talk about him?
Mr. Shane Corsetti, how are you today?
Good. How are you guys doing?
It's very good. Shane has joined us today. He has a very special role with us. Shane's new nickname that may or may not stick is
He may
Bar
not
Boy.
Bar boy.
And we've asked him to help us out with our audience and whatnot. And Shane comes from us. Okay, better stop the beer now. Comes to us from the University of Phoenix, where he works in the academic affairs department. And
Not very academic, I might add. But
No, and here we are. We probably shouldn't be saying that. Is he incognito today?
well, I don't know.
Well, it's
Man.
6:30, right?
It is, yes.
That's
it is
right.
6:30.
Easily.
Yes, so
Shane didn't leave
welcome,
work
Shane.
early.
Thank
Drink
you.
beer.
I'm really excited to be here.
It's good to have you, man. You've been,
That's
while we're off the air chatting and stuff, Shane's been a great addition to the team, so this
He
is
has.
cool. You're good.
Cool.
So what do we got going on in headlines today, guys? Anybody want to start? I'm looking
Yeah.
around the table and everybody's
We
mouth
got-
is full.
I know. We got some
and I'm
awesome
thinking,
food today. We're again, we haven't said it before. We're sitting here at the lovely Bighorn Brewery, the Ram, down in Lake Oswego, Oregon. Thank you so much for the lettuce wraps and
Yes.
the coconut shrimp and the potato skins and the chips and sauce. Mary, did you want to say anything about that, you big sissy?
Well, and I was trying to say I found a French fry in the chips,
You
so
did
I was
find
rudely
French
interrupted. So
That's
I was
nice. That would,
kind of different.
It's their chips and garlic dip sauce or something.
but
like
it's
that.
not salsa.
It is not salsa.
Let it be known heretofore, not salsa. So, thank you to the Ram for letting us set up in the corner and badmouth each other for a while. What do we have going on in
It's
the
not
news?
like our New Year's show, right?
Yeah, it's
right?
a New Year's show.
New Year's Eve coming
What'd
up.
you guys get for Christmas? Did you get anything good for Christmas?
Oh, let's see. Yeah, I did. I
You got nothing, right? You guys are silence. What is it?
No,
Don't you have any friends?
I got stuff for my motorcycle. I was totally stoked.
Really?
Yeah, anything for my motorcycle's good. I'm like,
You
woohoo.
drive the yellow
Harley.
Barbie motorcycle,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, actually, yeah.
Right. It's the Harley for chicks,
for
right?
chicks. Yeah. Thanks.
You're kind of a big guy, so
Thanks, man.
looks like a
That's,
midget on a motorcycle. Little circus fight.
Dude, I'll have you know that thing's a chick magnet. It's a total chick magnet. You can just go to the mall and just park right up front, and they just gather around you like flies.
Do they?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm not sure that all of them are ones you want hanging around you because they're kind of like flies.
You know,
but
that's interesting
yeah.
because it's like my. I wonder what kind of. I actually have to wonder what kind of chicks my Saturn attracts.
Yeah,
Shane, you drive a
I
Saturn.
drive a
Who do you
Saturn.
get?
I was going to say, when I was, flying down the freeway at like 85.
In your
my
Saturn?
Shane
Saturn.
is.
And you're
Shane
feeling
is.
that
Speedy
that
Gonzalez.
that Saturn vibration.
Yeah, everything was shaking. CD player was skipping. It was good.
oh man.
He is a
That's-
zippy driver. I followed him from Salem one time, and he was in and out of traffic.
You got to go,
Man.
you
was
go with the
amazed.
flow of the traffic. And
That's what
people
they
weren't-
say on the Autobahn.
And it's actually an Oregonian that drives over the speed limit. It's shocking.
Did I know you were an Oregonian?
Wow, that's. I
Born
am
and
from-
raised?
I am, yes.
Where
born and raised.
where in Oregon?
Silverton, down by
Do
Salem.
they?
Have
do
you guys seen the
Do
movie?
you mine for gold in a pan?
Well, actually, I was going to say, have you guys seen the movie Blood Diamond?
I
you
have
know,
not
no,
seen it,
I've heard
but
Because
about
I hate Leonardo DiCaprio.
I haven't seen it either,
He
but
has
somebody
That is a chick,
Cracked
dude.
up.
That guy is a chick.
that's a prediction for 2007.
That guy's
Hold
a
for
chick.
later.
Why? Why do you say that?
No, he's coming out of the closet in
Oh,
2007.
you think?
Awesome.
He's a
Now,
chick,
that would
man.
Be, I could see that.
He's gay.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it right here. I'll be the first.
He blew
You
like
hear
that
it
hot
first.
model. That
I
he
don't.
gave
I don't
He's
think
gay.
he is. I think he's just an effeminate man, and that's his shtick.
He's gay.
Yeah, whatever.
Anyway, there was a point to.
Yeah, please tell
Blood
me about
Diamond.
Silverton.
So, somebody was telling me about the story, and I wasn't really paying attention. But the first thing that came to my mind was, well, you know where everyone gets their Christmas trees from? Silverton. So you got Christmas tree blood silver and diamond down there.
Blood
Because you got
trees.
kids, like, cutting trees down and dying for these Christmas trees so you can plant them.
Blood trees.
Yeah, it's
Mary, did you have a real
it's
Christmas
tough
tree?
in the streets down there. So
Yes,
You do?
totally imagine.
Wow.
we do. We support our local farmers.
Yeah, well, that's
around
good,
here.
though. I mean, I know. I mean, you're kind of
Did you
environmentalist.
cut your own? Did you cut your own?
Really?
We cut our own, yes.
See, now, isn't that murder for your people?
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Didn't they, like, scream out,
It did.
don't cut me, don't cut me?
I swear
Did you have to plant, like, 10 trees in its place so you felt better?
No, I didn't, but they will.
Oh, they will.
Well, that's what
I
our
see.
business for.
It's
That's
okay to be an
good.
environmentalist. You can just pay somebody else
You,
off to take care of your guilt.
outsource your guilt. You offshoring
Hey,
your vegetarian guilt.
it's not like clearing, the rainforest.
yeah, thinning of
You know what
Christmas
I
tree
wanna
farms
see?
is perfectly acceptable.
When you're ready to take your Christmas tree down, I want you to cut that thing up into steaks, like the
That's
the
right.
Native American people would have done.
Plant them. And,
Use
and-
every
Use
part of the
every
animal.
part of it, though. Okay.
Uh-huh. All right.
do that for you,
So
Pete.
what'd you get?
We'll be you should like this. I got an iPod dock for the stereo, so we can just.
There you go. That's
that's
what I'm
cool.
talking about.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is some technology love.
Yep.
That
Wasn't
is
that
cool.
great?
Nicely done.
And-
and we
and your
should say
husband did that?
My husband did that.
yes, Mary's husband is in the audience
Yes.
tonight.
Phil
Yes.
Jones is
And
here.
Little
Phil,
shout out to Phil. He's looking
shout
good.
out, Phil.
Hey,
Looking good
and by
in his
the way,
Beer 30 Live shirt. You can buy our swag, support the show, support our bandwidth costs at beer30live.com. Smart people drink beer T-shirts. That's all I have to say.
And they're actually pretty. I mean, we were
they're
shocked.
cool.
They're good. They're good
Quality
quality
is good.
shirts, actually.
That's
They
right.
look nice.
We're getting them from Cafe Press. Go Cafe Press. Doing a good job
Shane,
out there, you guys.
you got one,
I
right?
got it. I got a shirt.
But you're breaking it in as a night shirt.
Breaking it in, sleeping in it, get it.
You
feeling
drive
it.
over it with your Saturn
Yeah,
a few times,
yeah.
make it look all Abercrombie.
Front wheel drive, really,
Look alive.
little, threads kind of hanging off. a little
Nice,
bit.
that's
Man,
good,
I'm
man.
having
That's
bad
chic.
images of you sleeping in the nightshirt.
No.
I gotta
But that's
tell you.
it.
Shane's
It's
gonna
just the
ghetto
shirt.
our
It's just the
our
shirt?
Just the
shirt. dude.
Nothing else. Man, I don't think I want to
Beer
see
30
that
Live
shirt.
shirt and a smile.
Kind of comes
Send
up to my
your
belly
T-shirt.
button, though.
That might
Send
be
your-
an interesting poll to do sometime. How many people actually sleep naked?
All right, at
Hey.
the table. Who sleeps naked here
I
at the
don't.
table?
I sleep on my shorts.
Shane?
Depends on the night. Depends on the night. That's what
Actually, I think we ought to send Shane out on an assignment.
I think we should.
Shane?
Well, I don't know if that's
Oh, no,
necessarily.
no.
Well, I'm looking around the audience. I don't know if I want to know the answer.
Well,
to that.
maybe we
But
do.
I will tell you, I have slept
should
naked
ask our
since
waitress.
high school.
You have?
Yeah.
You slept.
You are?
Bare ass,
You
yep.
are one? Wow.
I am.
Our Phil and I's
What?
brother-in-law does, too.
Are you afraid of things getting
No,
caught?
hold on. I want to know
No,
how
you
you
get to
know that
slide
your
around in the
brother-in-law.
sheets.
Because he tells us.
Because he tells us, sure he does.
It's like that comes up at dinner conversation. Oh yeah, I slept naked last night. I mean, come on.
Well, I don't know. Probably Phil's sister revealed it at some point.
That's better.
What about Phil? No. Okay.
Interesting.
Just underwear? Yeah. Yeah. So there you go. So you're bare naked.
Oh, yeah.
I just don't feel very secure.
I'm not inviting you over to my house again because
Secure.
I'm a little.
Yeah, you want to have a sleepover?
No,
There won't
man.
be any sharing of hotel beds between the two.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. I
Well,
don't do
look.
it with guests around, please.
We'll all snuggle up and share the bed.
All right.
All right.
I need
So
a
anyway.
shower now.
Well,
I tried to get us onto headlines, so
You
it is
did,
that
you did.
time.
So it is that time. So lead us off, Jamie. What do
I
you have?
have a great one. And exotic dancers spray on latex coverings. This actually came out today, and it's from Alabama, of course. In Alabama,
I can't
nude-
believe they even have dancers. in
well, see,
Alabama.
that's the thing. See, nude dancers are not allowed to be fully nude. They're like supposed to be covered up with something. So exotic dancers, being the entrepreneurs they are, have figured out that if they just put latex, spray on latex, skin-colored coverings, then they're just as
So,
good.
but are
And-
you still seeing everything?
well, yeah, basically.
believe me, you're seeing enough.
I'm telling you, this is awesome. I mean, this is
Is
the
it
entrepreneur.
clear?
No, it's skin colored, so it kind of looks the same.
What's up, Mary? Are you like shopping?
Well, no.
Well, you
want
wanna know if you can get
I just
some?
don't understand why guys want to go see that.
Is it, is
Well,
it,
because in Alabama they're repressed, and you can't have anything anyways. There's sheep, and then there's the colored, the covered
I don't
strippers.
think they're the sheep in Alabama.
No sheep in Alabama.
No, I think
That's Arkansas. I was mixed up.
I think that's more rural Midwest, but we're really
Like Kansas?
like Kansas City.
Oh, no.
Is
That's
that-
cattle, friends.
is that material slick though? Does it got some
I don't know. I haven't taken a road trip to Alabama recently.
How's that pole going to work? You know?
That's true. Yeah, I don't know. And the lap dance?
Maybe it gives them better grip. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a lap dance story I have to tell you guys sometime. All right, so anyways, that's my first headline coming from Alabama. Thank you for the great state of Alabama.
Excellent. Pete, go ahead.
All right, I got one. This is a quick one. Have you heard of allofmp3.com? You know what this site is?
Is that where you can download a bunch of...
You're big into music, right? Yeah, you can download music. This site is in Russia, allofmp3.com. Because you're right. Here, you go to like iTunes or the Zune store, right? You can buy your music. It's all about $1 a song, right? That's about what you get. You go to allofmp3.com, and it's $1 an album or less, right?
Really?
So you can get some cheap music, and it's all in Russia. And their last statement was...
What, is the music all Russian too?
No.
No, because they're
just bootlegging
taking anything.
Now, I'm saying that I don't really know. Their last statement from their PR swag was, flack was, we're likely legal. And I say that in quotes. We're likely legal. Well, if you're doing it in the United States, everyone says, it's not legal. It's because the artists aren't getting paid. It's just all of MP3 that's getting paid. So apparently they were sued in what amounts to the largest single class action suit by the RIAA, the Record Industry Association of America, for $1.65, are you ready? $trillion.
Trillion.
Wow.
$1 trillion. That would go far in Russia.
They're a Russian company. Can you really do that?
I don't know, man, but the RIAA is trying, and they are known for their really brilliant tactics.
Well,
they sue grandmothers. They sue 12-year-olds. They're awesome.
They just hit up a bar in Portland on some band playing cover music.
Exactly.
Like
They did?
They do.
a song.
Really?
Insane like that.
Those bastards. It's ridiculous.
Nasty anymore. Like if you run a bar, like all the music that you play has to be licensed.
Oh yeah,
through
you buy
the-
those.
I mean,
You
it's
buy those
insane.
tapes so that you're allowed to do it where it
Oh,
plays.
it makes me crazy.
But
Makes me throw up a little bit.
music,
Just
man.
a little bit.
It's music.
Let it free. Shane, you're a musician,
since
right?
when can bands
You want people
not
to hear your stuff.
play
That's
other?
No.
Since when can bands not play other people's music?
I think
Like
about
that,
5 years ago, and when somebody won a lawsuit, I don't know that.
Wow.
But it's like I went to college with the South Park guys, right? Trey Parker and Matt Stone. I don't know them very well. I say I went to college with them. I may have seen them on campus once. We didn't hang out. But I read an article about them, which makes me think we're very close. They said that you know what? We have never been hurt by people downloading our stuff. We've never been hurt by anybody downloading an episode of South Park and watching it on their computer. When you're a creator, when you're an artist, you want people to hear your stuff.
Yes.
And if they like it, they'll go out and buy it. That's the theory. I don't know. I subscribe to it.
Well, and they do. I mean, there are people who make books, for example, that you sell digital via the internet rather than doing it via traditional publishing. And they do really well. And part of it is then they buy your other stuff. They buy maybe services you have to offer. So you create this community. And within that community, there's all kinds of opportunities to get a return for you putting in the effort.
That's it.
And the RIAA is just protecting themselves more than anything else.
Right.
If you really want to get down
Well,
to
I mean,
it.
you're talking about Blood Diamond. I mean,
Well,
that's
are they trying
the
to make an
tactics they're
example of
talking about it. The way they treat their own stable of artists is really just chronic.
Yeah.
It's tragic.
Well, and you wonder, some of these bands, or even, the publishers of their music, how much bigger can they get? What's that they need that stuff, and you're talking about some small local artist trying to make it.
Yeah,
They want to hear their stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, where are you going to make it anyway? So I think the real wonderful trend that we're seeing right now is artists who have decided, we can shun the industry altogether, and let's go ahead and just do it on our own. We can do it through MySpace. We can do it through releasing our albums digitally through companies, great companies, CD Baby's a Portland company. If you haven't checked out cdbaby.com, boatloads of wonderful independent music you can download.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's just wonderful.
Check that out.
Yeah. So anyway, that's the latest from allofmp3.com.
Well, this is just off of Fox Sports, but Barry Zito just signed a contract with the Giants for 7 years for a reported $126 million.
Wow.
120 in a row?
Well, 7 years.
7 years, man. What's that? I mean, that's like $15 million a year or something.
Pretty much.
I mean, is he worth that kind of, is that guaranteed?
I don't know.
I don't know how baseball contracts work, but
Aren't
What
those
if he gets-
guaranteed
what if he
versus
gets
like
injured in
football
2
where they're
years?
not?
Football,
Right,
where
well,
if you're injured, you're not.
Yeah, he's getting paid that money no matter what.
And isn't he kind of on the decline, though? I mean, don't people think he's kind of reached his peak?
I think he's at his peak or close to his peak. I mean, 7 years is a pretty long time for a pitcher.
Yeah.
You know, and the other thing, too, that I started thinking about is he's going from the American League to the National League. You know, different batters, obviously. Now he's got to get in the batter's box, and he's got to bat in the ninth spot now for a team instead of having a DH fill for him. So.
But Barry Bonds will hook him up with his trainer. It'll be all right.
There you go.
Yeah, just usher him down to Balco.
Yeah. And he'll start hitting 350 right before no time.
Throwing
I love
125-mile-an-hour fastball.
Instant athletic success. That's awesome.
Wow, it's crazy. That's too much money.
All right. Common parasite brings out the sex kitten in women.
Okay, this is my favorite story ever.
I am jazzed about this. So some researchers at Sydney University of Technology has figured out there is a parasite that infects 40% of the women of the world's population. It's called Toxoplasma gondii. I don't know. You'll have to look it up. Gondii, maybe? I don't really know. Anyways, so here's the deal. If a woman has it, she's a sex kitten. She's
Meow.
Oh, that's a bad image. She's
All right,
a little
note to self: get
Everest.
Shane a sound effects box.
Yeah. Anyways, but here's the kicker: if men have it, their IQs are lower, they have lower level of education, shorter attention spans, and etc.
We call that beer, right?
That's right.
In Silverton, that's beer. Yeah. So here's what I want to know. I think we ought to ditch the whole podcast thing and make some money selling this stuff on the internet.
Okay,
to
no,
men
I gotta
because
say because this is how you get it.
How do you get it?
Well, it makes me. I was all for this. My wife, actually, of all people, you know, she was here knitting last week in the audience.
Oh, I noticed that.
Yeah.
That was very nice.
She's
Our
awesome.
audience is so excited.
Yeah, I know.
They're
She was
knitting.
drinking a milkshake. It was a bar. So anyway, we're sitting here last week, and she actually found this week and sent it to me, and it was you get it because you eat like undercooked meat, and you'll digest a cyst that contains they use the word cyst that's in the meat, and you get it by digesting this cyst that has it, and so but apparently like 40% of the population is naturally infected with this thing. We found it through an Australian news site. 8 million people in Australia have it.
So you're saying in our country there's people affected?
Well,
Yeah, George Bush has it.
globally,
No, I can believe that.
globally, and that was the Australian thing. It makes women the sex kittens and men the alley cats.
I just want to find the pill and put it in my wife's drink.
Yeah, do they make it in a patch?
That's exactly right.
Oh, too funny. Too funny.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, it is.
This is another quick one. Mark Zuckerberg, you know, Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh, I know him.
Everybody knows Mark, right? He was he's a Harvard dropout.
Oh, he didn't even graduate?
No. Founder of Facebook. You know what Facebook is,
yeah.
right? Facebook. Shane, you have a profile on Facebook?
I don't have a profile, and I shouldn't. But
No, that's true. You shouldn't. Facebook is it's a social networking site for colleges and universities, right? Until recently, you had to be a college was a member, and then the students of the college could get in and social network. And really, it's the way they keep in touch. All sorts of cool tools. Well, this guy founded it. He's 22 years old. 22. Everybody let that settle.
Okay.
Yahoo. You know Yahoo. They come to Mark Zuckerberg, and they say, Mark, we think we have a proposition for you that is of great value. We would like to give you, in money, $1.6 billion.
For Facebook.
Yeah, because we think it's great. We'd like to own it. We'd like to get on the Facebook train. What does Mark Zuckerberg say?
Hell yes.
F you. He
What?
says, screw you,
Really?
not enough.
God, shouldn't have dropped out of Harvard. He didn't.
1.6.
Yeah, no, he missed
Yeah,
that
finance
he
He
missed
has
that class.
business classes.
Oh, man.
I mean, unbelievable.
I mean, really
ass.
think
Can
about
you
that.
believe it?
why did he say no?
Yeah, what does he think he's going to get out of it?
You know, I'm sitting here. It says here, Zuckerberg cultivates the appearance of a disheveled student, but he keeps a tight grip on his company. He used to hand out business cards which said, "I'm CEO ... bitch," and and joked. This is really tells it. A joke that his company is aiming for, quote, world domination.
So he's an idiot.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
He had that bacteria thing.
He must.
I mean, this is This is
Definitely.
this is the price of inflation in corporate acquisitions. This is the price right here. Is idiot 22-year-olds who don't see value in $1.6 billion.
Well, and if you think about it, social networking is really hot right now. I mean, in
But
another year,
maybe
he may
not
get,
tomorrow.
Yeah, he
So-
may not get that kind of
Well,
money
so why
again.
not
I mean,
sell and create the next thing?
well, exactly.
That's what the smart ones have done.
Right. Oh boy.
I
Well,
mean,
and
what,
it's-
how much more
Well,
do you think he's
you
going
look
to
at
get?
the guys. I mean, this is what we were talking about. I was
What an
going to
idiot.
talk about in the year in review part. It was about the Google acquisition of YouTube, right?
Right.
1.65 billion. It was a huge acquisition, and these two guys. You go to the YouTube page and you look for their video of, hey guys, you may have heard they released a video to their YouTube audience about the acquisition. You may have heard we've been acquired. They look like these fresh-faced young entrepreneurs. These guys were the founders of PayPal. They've already had one extremely successful
Really?
acquisition.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean this was their second thing, and that's what the smart ones do. That's how Silicon Valley works: is you do it, you sell, and you do something else. So this guy's an idiot.
guy's-
He's going to amount to.
He'll have regrets.
Yeah.
Unless somebody else comes along and has some
Yeah,
bigger
Well,
deal.
true.
$2
And then
billion.
we'll
Yeah,
all- then
exactly.
we'll all look stupid.
And then I'll eat my potato
Right.
skins.
Yeah, I doubt.
I am going to eat this last shrimp, Jamie. You can't.
All right.
Well,
next-
here's an interesting one. This is out of Delray Beach, Florida. But the police arrested a man that hired a taxi to drive him to the bank so he could rob it. So he hires a local cab service. He drives him to the bank. He goes in, holds it up. He tells the teller, actually, I know where you live and my friends know where you live.
Okay.
So she gets scared and gives him about $3,000 because she feared for her life. Then he flees the bank, changes his clothes inside the taxi.
That was good. That's good.
Police said the cab proceeded a few blocks down the road where Hendricks exited the cab and leapt on his bicycle. Later in the article, the guy put his bike in the trunk of the cab before he went to rob it. Anyway, so there's a what were you
That
thinking?
is awesome.
So is
Yeah,
the
Gordon.
cab driver an accomplice to this robbery, or is
that would
That's
be
a
brilliant.
great
He will
question.
probably be sued
Yeah.
by the RIAA.
Somebody's going to go after him. Somebody's going
Because
after
he was
Those songs
he was,
you were playing in
He
the
was
car.
listening to a bootleg Leonard Skinner album when they drove away.
Anyway, I thought that was interesting.
Are you okay
So
over there?
Jamie's having a technical malfunction.
It's
Are
the
you
hat,
back?
It's
man.
that hat.
It's the hat.
We're going to take a picture of the hat
He's
and put it
got
on the
a
website.
crazy hat.
He's a
on,
madman.
silly hat.
It's got a ladybug and a pirate crossbones. And a naked
And a
chick
naked
on the
woman
back.
on the
That's
back,
so
so-
Frog
sweet.
signatures
Awesome.
And a frog. I'm not sure what the frog's all about. But
these are all like those images you see on the backs of mud flaps on trucks?
Yeah.
He's got them all in his hat.
and he's got a pin of something, but I'm not sure what that
I think
is.
I got it from a party. Somebody, my hat got passed around. Next thing you know, it came back to me with a pin on it. So I don't want to know what else they were doing with it.
Can't believe you put it on your head.
Where else would I put it?
All right.
All right.
Maybe final headline of the round, eh?
Is it my turn?
I think it's my turn.
Fine.
I actually am really excited about this one. Man fights to keep bullet in his head.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, this guy from Texas, of all places, where we know all smart people come from.
Definitely.
A 17-year-old Joshua Bush,
Yes, it gets better.
is fighting to have a bullet, to leave a bullet embedded in his forehead. And Texas is trying to make sure that he goes under surgery to take it out. And the reason being, of course, is he was in some kind of shootout, and they want to prove that he was involved in it because the bullet in his head, they want to match it to a gun. So he's fighting to have them put him under and take the bullet out of his head.
Well, I
So-
think that's actually
I think that was
an
a Law and
interesting
Order,
question.
wasn't
Because it probably was. That show's been on like 70 years, and there are 9 of them.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
I think
Everyone
that's actually an
Simpsons did,
interesting
I'm sorry.
question, because if you take the bullet out, isn't that self-incriminating?
Well, that is a question.
And I guess the
isn't it?
question is, can he live with a bullet in his head?
Maybe you can.
Could you live with a bullet in your head?
Hey, chicks dig
Probably
scars.
depends on-
I don't know,
bet
man.
they dig bullets in your head, too.
What?
Chicks dig scars, you know?
Oh, look at the bullet in my head. It's so sexy.
That's right. Say that to a woman who drinks Bud Light.
That's the first thing that came
Bullet
to
in
my
your head, and you drive a Saturn. It's no wonder you're hot. I don't know, man. Hey, good luck to 17-year-old
Awesome.
Joshua Bush.
You
Good
know,
luck, Joshua.
have you seen the? It was floating around YouTube for a while. It was an interview that Pierce Bush, actually the nephew of George, did. Have you seen this one?
No, I haven't. I
The
haven't.
Pierce Bush video.
Yeah, saw that.
That is as priceless as they get. It's Pierce Bush trying to come on to the reporter for like CNN.
And the whole time, wasn't he like, he'd
Now,
say a
is he
statement
the-
and he'd
is
go,
he
you know what
the
I mean?
good-looking one?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean, Rebecca?
You know what I
Whatever your
mean?
name is. So what are you doing later?
You know what I mean?
It's really, really early here. You know what I mean?
Is he the
I'm going to go get back in bed.
What's that?
Which one's the good-looking one? You know, that Spartan Spain.
I don't know. Is he good looking?
You know,
I
That's
don't
Dick
think
Cheney.
That's him.
wasn't on my radar.
No.
This was the nephew
not on
that
the
they
radar.
floated out into the Cuban community and the
No,
Hispanic
yeah,
community.
No.
This is a
He
different
would be not the right
Oh,
face
okay,
for that.
not
Yeah.
him then.
No, I'll
is,
see if I can find the audio of it.
He's
It
got
was
his
priceless.
Oxford button shirt, you know, his sports coat on.
We'll have to put a link on the page.
Yeah, no, he's such a prep boy. As you can tell, he woke up from a
Another
wicked
example
hungover.
of
Know what
our
I mean.
fine.
You know what I mean? All right, where are we going from here?
I'll just
All right. Any other good headlines we need? Are
I
we
just
off
have this. I
to
just have this last
2006
one. I
review?
just got to
One
talk
more.
about this last one. Todd Schreiber. I'm crossing myself for old Todd. Todd sent an email to a fellow named Iger over at attribution.org. And attribution.org, I think, is a security site. That's how I found it. You go to this page called Going Postal, and it's a selection of back and forth emails, probably 22 emails long, about this Todd Schreiber asking for a hacker that could break into his university's grade system and change his grade. Yeah? So, I mean, how many of us
Nice.
haven't thought of that? Okay? Seriously. But these guys are brilliant, right? They're a security firm.
Right.
So they start sending emails back saying, "Oh yeah, we know a guy."
Right.
You know, seriously, we could hook you up. Tell us what you need. And the guy says, "Well, I need you to break into my
It's like getting a
my
taxi
school's-"
cab driver to help
Yeah,
you out.
that's exactly
You know?
right.
I mean,
and
hello?
so this guy says, should we talk on the phone? And the hacker, quote, hacker says, "Phone is bad." So it comes back and says, "Okay, here it is. I need an adjustment to my college GPA. Is this an absurd request?" And then the next one is, absurd, no. Difficult, yes. And they launch into this unbelievable, like, swordfish war games kind of dialogue with this guy, 20 emails long. They end up saying, we need to know it's really you, so I need you to go outside with a camera and take pictures of seagulls. And the guy writes back and says, well, I don't have any seagulls, but would squirrels do? And the guy writes back saying, squirrels are fine. Squirrels are fine. I need one close-up and one far away just to know it's really you. He says, it's pigeons. And so he writes back and he says, wow, I feel dumb now. I just can't remember if there were any pigeons on campus. So they go through this whole process, right? Which is just, it's mad brilliance. They even post the photos of the squirrels that he goes out and takes pictures of. And so
They're
finally...
yanking his chain.
Oh, totally
Okay,
yanking him.
okay,
He's
that's what I'm
biting it the whole way down this. It's just wonderful. This is like brilliant.
It sounds
right?
like that episode of The Office.
This is freaking
It's the
Moby
last one.
Dick. Oh my God. So he says, so the last email is Todd, no more. OMFG, we are so busted. Everything was perfect until their night knock ran a reverse UDP trace route back into one of the on and on and on and on and on.
Oh, shit.
Okay, and yet there is more. So he
All right.
writes back and he says, "Oh gosh, I'm really sorry. I was having cold feet about this." And they say, "Cold feet, my A." Okay, so I'm thinking this is the most brilliant piece of news I have run across. What is the background? It turns out he's a congressional aide for Montana's lone congressman.
Go Montana.
Oh, man.
Man.
He was trying to get his grade fixed. Is that awesome?
That is.
I'm surprised he didn't say
God
something like,
love you.
I'm a congressional aide. What can you do for me?
Right, yeah, exactly. I'm shocked.
Use that leverage, man, when you
Flies
got it.
cloud around.
Totally.
Oh, too much.
Oh,
too much.
it's awesome. So anyway, that was my last bit.
Good deal.
All right. Good job. You're in review?
You're in review.
All righty.
Let's do it.
All right, who's first?
Who's starting?
We got to start with celebrity news, Mary. You always have the
Celebrity
best
news.
Yes.
Okay.
Give us some good stuff.
Well, let's see. Well, let's go. We'll go into some of the miscellaneous year in review items. I think a very interesting one was the Star Jones and the View. Did you guys all aware of that? The
You got to
battle
fill
that
me
went
in on
down?
this because this was a big deal, right? And now who's on the show? It's
Star
like
Jones.
Rosie.
Oh, the lawyer.
Is it Rosie
Okay, what
that's
happened?
like doing all this stuff with Donald Trump now? Is
Oh
that...
yeah, now she's fighting with Donald Trump. Yes. But,
Oh, my God.
But they
All right,
like
but
that.
hold on. How many people have even watched the damn View?
Oh, well,
Shane?
apparently, I
Well,
watched The View.
you of course you do. That
I
was
don't
a
watch
given.
it regularly. I said I've watched.
You've
it.
watched
Seen
it. All right. I never even watched it. I don't even know anything about it.
Actually, the whole Rosie O'Donnell
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump thing is like skyrocketing their ratings. They've had the highest ratings in November. But
What was this?
well,
thing?
you know,
They're in
well,
cahoots.
who knows? They're bickering back and forth. I think because Rosie O'Donnell said something about how he needs to do a new haircut or cut his hair or something like that.
All right. I don't like Rosie very much,
I
but
mean, I
she's
don't
so
know
right.
all the details behind that, but just the whole Star Jones, she gets fired and, kind of shows her true colors of being a...
No, but I don't know what she did because I
Self-absorbed.
so
Yeah,
don't
what'd she even
know.
get fired
But
for?
I know Star Jones. I mean, I'm not personally.
Well, there's a couple things, but one is, she, I think, kind of pimped herself to get all these deals for her wedding.
oh
That
my
was
God, that so doesn't surprise me.
one issue. And she lied. Oh, that was the big one. She lied
Gonna get me some Krispy Kreme?
She lied about how she lost weight and her gastro...
The vows by
What's
Krispy
that
Kreme.
surgery? that people get?
Gastro bypass surgery.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
they
she
said
really
that.
had
Oh,
gas,
she
but
had
she
that?
lied about it, and that all came out. And it
'cause
was
I was
Rosie
just-
O'Donnell who said she's, full of it, as she says that she lost that all naturally.
I see.
Anyway,
Who's on the show now?
And Rosie
Here I
O'Donnell
am.
replaced. Well, she did not replace Star Jones. Actually, she replaced when the one gal moved to the Today Show. I don't know her name.
So now Star Jones, what's she doing? I mean,
Who knows?
I don't even know. She ain't been in the news
Rich
since
and
then, so.
married to that guy.
All right, so in terms
right.
of dominoes falling,
She's a
I just have to
has-been.
say Meredith Vieira moved to the
Oh,
Today
okay, you
Show
knew her name.
to
There you go.
replace Katie Couric,
Right.
who moved in all of her glitter glory to CBS.
True.
And
I guess
is
that's
Which is
torpedoed her
tanking.
whole career.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Way to go.
Right. She is, though, the first, right, female to anchor in that
Absolutely,
news, I
she
think,
is. But
Yeah,
really,
but they picked the wrong one.
So
I
she's
don't
a
know that she's
Barbie.
a good fit. And also, if you look at nightly news like that
She's
whole
too
segment is just continuing to die.
Yes.
We don't tend to get our news that way, and she's not this credible, oh, look at her. I mean, it's not like I have
Yeah.
this warmth and confidence. when
No, I got
look at
nothing.
her.
I got nothing. for her.
Yeah, no. Uh-uh.
All right, I'm sorry.
Anyway.
Go ahead.
Give me
I
Matt
think-
Lauer.
Give you-
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hunky genius.
Al
Another
Gore.
good one. How about Mel Gibson's drunk rant? Getting pulled over for the Dewey and then screaming and yelling about
Has anybody seen
Jewish-
Apocalypto?
I did.
You did? Is that good?
Against my better judgment, I went and saw
What'd you
that.
Did
think?
it?
I've heard it's good.
You know, if you like gore, a lot of blood,
Well, they're right
Well,
up
I'm
there.
going.
Mel
Violence.
Gibson's
yeah,
alley.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's right up there. Then it's great, but
Is there a
I just-
story
I thought
behind
it's
it?
in a Mayan dialect.
I
Are
can't
It
there
is.
read
subtitles?
very well, so the subtitles kind of threw me off.
Yeah, they're a little
bit.
fast for you.
Yeah, I mean, so, but no, I was all right. It was all right.
Yeah.
But it bombed. I mean, it did not do well at the box office. Which, so some people are
Wait a
trying
minute.
to...
How did it, I mean, do we have numbers? Because I thought it did pretty well.
Well, no, but it did not reach what it projected. I'm not saying it bombed. But
I've
it
had
didn't do-
conversations with friends though, and a lot of them are saying I'm not going to go because of what he did. And
Right.
I totally
His-
understand that.
His PR issues have hurt him.
Well, the problem is that he did it, and then his whole apology has not been that great.
Yeah, he didn't do a good enough job of
Yeah,
really
he
getting
was-
out there
yeah,
and
he
saying,
didn't
"Listen,
do
I
it.
screwed up, and I was."
We all have our skeletons. We've all,
Shane, tell us about your skeletons.
who's listening to this?
Your mom.
More in the Hollywood
Yes, please.
2006 review. We had a few people quote lanced this year. Right, the new term. You've been lanced means you've been forced to come out of the closet.
Oh, now I understand.
Because of
You've been lanced?
Lance Bass.
Lance Bass.
You know,
Oh,
of NSYNC.
Of
Wasn't he
NSYNC?
NSYNC? Yeah.
He was, yeah.
So lots of girls cried.
he was outed. I mean, dude, that guy was.
No, he just decided.
I need to say something. I,
mean-
need to out myself a little bit right on the show. I never thought that this day would ever come. I like JT's new album.
Really?
He brought it. He brought sexy back.
See, now you're making fun.
No.
No, see, it's a good album. Do you have the
I
album?
don't have the album.
I get my groove thing on when I listen to that album. I saw him, and him on Saturday Night Live was genius. If you didn't see Saturday Night Live, the music video he did with what's his name? Oh my God, it's all over. It's about.
Well, this is a real popular
gonna,
part of the
no,
segment.
No, this is going to get us an explicit.
Everybody's
tag.
listening, going,
Are you
"Oh,
ready?
this is the best part of
This
the whole
is it.
show."
Explicit tag. Cock in a box.
Oh.
Go find that video. It is. It's funny. I'm watching it with my father-in-law, who is on the floor watching this thing about how if you want to give your woman a really good gift this year, you just take an empty box, you wrap it, and you put your junk in it. and it's a song. It's the best song ever.
We gotta check it
man.
out.
Put your cock in a box.
All right, we're gonna have to do some kind of link to that.
No, it is brilliant.
Well, anyway, so Lance
Yeah,
Bass
please.
came out. So did Neil Patrick Harris. Now, how many of you knew that when he was on Doogie Howser? I mean, God.
Yeah, I'm glad you
Yeah.
said Doogie Howser because I
Yeah.
bet people didn't know who Neil Patrick Harris was.
Everybody knew he was gay back then.
Oh,
Absolutely.
totally.
Anyway, and some guy named T.K. McKnight. I have no idea who that is.
TK McKnight.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's
Sounds like
gay?
Are there any other?
So,
Yeah, I don't know who
shocked.
he
Sounds like an NKOTB right there.
Shocked. So,
Any other confessions, though? Shane, do you have any confessions? Mary, do you have any confessions?
No, I don't. No.
Do you have any more? Dude?
No, I'm good, man. That's good. That's all I
So,
brought.
moving on, of course, in 2006, we had Lindsay, Paris, Brittany, Nicole, all partying 24/7. There's a shock. Julia Roberts flopped on Broadway. That was kind of interesting.
What'd she do
I
on
think.
Broadway?
I don't know, but obviously didn't do well.
Some Hollywood reporter you are.
We like to bring the background. It was a flop. Why do you have to care?
That's why it was a flop. We don't
Who's
know
asking?
what it was.
What do we care?
Anyway, so, and then, should we come back? Do you want me to keep going on Hollywood?
Oh, hell, I'm having a good time.
Yeah,
going.
keep
Okay.
going.
All right, well, thinking about, let's look at who hooked up in 2000.
Who hooked up?
Let's see who
Let's
did
see.
it.
Who was the most
Shane?
famous hook?
It's kidding.
All right,
It's a joke.
all right.
Even
If
though
you're
Shane the other
desperate
night
and
dibs on all
breathing,
girls
it's
in the bar.
Shane.
All the ladies out there,
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
that's right.
Let's see if
Next
you
time I
guys
see
can
Katie
each
Couric,
name
I'm giving her
a
your number.
famous hookup.
Name a famous hookup.
Name a famous hookup.
Well,
Well, I mean, Vince and Jen, weren't they
They
2006?
hooked up and
And
they
they
Broke up.
split
broke
up.
up. Okay.
Brad and my babe
No,
Angelina.
they hooked up 2005. They had a baby in 06.
Well, there you go.
Okay. Brad
They
Vince
adopted a
Keep it
couple,
up,
right?
dude. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I'm a
Okay.
Hollywood
That's
insider,
a-
man. Look at me.
Shane?
In that hat?
Lance Bass and TJ McKnight.
That's perfect,
Possibly
man.
so, which might be why TK came out. I'm not
TK.
sure. Here's one of my favorites, Pam and Kid Rock.
Yeah.
They
hooked up
They
and
hooked
then
up and they broke up.
divorced. And they're getting
Already.
divorced again,
Yep,
right?
4 months later. How about, this is another good one. This is another good one. We had the breakup of Denise Richards and Charlie Sheen.
Oh, man.
And Heather Locklear and
Heartbreaker.
Richie Sambora. And now we have the hookup of Denise Richards and Richie Sambora.
Jesus, how do you keep up with all this stuff?
They
wicked
just,
web they weave.
the little four best friends circle
You're like
here
an educated woman. How do you do
turned
this?
around.
How do you
and-
do that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
We've got
Hey.
we've got a guest here. What do we
We've got a
have?
guest.
What do we have? Did
What's
you
your
want
name?
some of our food? Hang on a second. Let me get you.
We'll get a microphone.
Hang on. Let me get you the good mic.
It's not every day you guys get a
I know, we gotta
legitimate
step up.
guests around here.
How about
Shut
that?
up, dude. We're not inviting you back on the show again. It's smart ass.
That's right. That's the last time.
Now,
Shane,
here would be another. here's
Unplug your mic.
As we're getting the mic for these folks, I'll just kind of keep moving on.
Yes.
Here's another. This was one that was, wow, it's about time. Whitney Houston and Bobby
Oh
Brown.
man, isn't because Bobby Brown has got to be the biggest loser in the face of
Oh.
the earth, man. And Whitney was so cool.
I can't believe you would
She
even
was-
say that.
Oh
You
come
make
on,
me
man!
sick.
Shut up.
Bobby Brown's a loser.
He
Whitney's
is,
a
man.
junkie, but Bobby,
Yeah, who made her the junkie, man? That was all Bobby's fault.
I can't stand
You
you.
know,
Sweaty
well,
tea, too.
Bobby was
It
from.
was
What's the name of that group there?
Bobby Brown was
Bobby
in.
Brown's
Yeah,
great.
Who knows the
what's
name of the group
kid?
Bobby Brown was
Yeah.
in? What?
Come on. New Edition. There you go.
What?
I was going to say
It's
new
kind of like
shoes.
the ABC, BBD, East Coast Family stuff.
Yeah.
Boys to Men.
Boys to Men.
Hey,
B2M.
why don't you guys introduce yourselves? Tell us who you are.
Who are you?
Fernando.
Fernando. Where are you from, Fernando?
Texas.
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 We were just talking about
Just talking
Texas
about
today.
you.
Do you know the guy that is fighting to have the bullet removed from his head in Texas? You don't happen to know the guy?
No, I don't.
No,
I
yeah,
don't.
not a neighbor.
It's not
All
that small of a world.
And so what do you got?
Prediction for 2007.
Prediction for
Prediction.
2007. That's
There you
what we're
go.
talking about. What do you got?
Bring it on.
Bush gets impeached.
Bush and Peach.
Ah.
Oh, you guys think so?
Cheney gets the final fatal heart attack.
Oh, I buy that
And
You
one.
think
Pelosi
Cheney's
becomes president.
Who?
Pelosi
becomes president. My
That's
God.
interesting.
Are you a Texan or a sadist?
Yeah,
You know, the whole Cheney thing, though, that could happen.
That
I mean,
could
I could do that. Impeach
absolutely.
Bush?
Impeach? I don't think it's going to happen.
You know the
I-
man eats small children, though, right?
Right.
Who?
Cheney does.
Which one?
Cheney, yeah.
Cheney's, yeah.
That is
Come on, that's a good
awesome.
one.
You know what?
That's
I
good.
actually buy
That's
that
a good
one.
one.
Yeah,
That,
all right.
that could be
Yeah.
possible.
You're
Who's our
not.
other
Wait a
guest?
minute,
Come on,
Fernando.
no.
Wait, stay here for a second. You're not supposed to say things like that, right? As a Texan,
Well, it's I cleaned it up a bit.
Now, do you
That's
still
all right.
live in Texas?
We're going to get an explicit
no,
tag
I live
anyway.
here in Portland.
You live here? All
How
right.
long have you lived here?
Just at the beginning of the fall, actually.
Really? And how do you
so
like
you're
it here?
Recently. So far, so good.
Yeah, it's a lot
Another
different.
one, Portland gets voted best city in the States to live.
Yeah,
That's
it's a cool
right.
place.
It's
You
true.
made a good move.
think
What do
that's
you
in
what
the
do you
top
what do
10
you
right
do
now.
what do you do here?
I work in the service industry,
Yeah.
restaurant manager.
Very cool.
Excellent.
Do we need to come by your restaurant? Did you
Yes,
just
you
say,
did.
what was it?
Hall Street Grill.
Hall Street.
I love that place.
Do you know Hall Street Grill?
You would entertain us one
Shane-
afternoon.
it's Shane's
We'll bring
hangout.
guests and hang out, and
I'll give you my card. And we
yeah,
can
we'd love to do that. Yeah.
Absolutely, we would love to
we
come
will
hang
do
out.
that.
Did you get one of ours? Do you know
I
where to
did.
find it?
Yeah.
I got a few, in fact.
Sweet. Yeah,
Very
that's all
cool.
right. Make sure to give Shane your card before you head out of here. We would love to come visit you at
We
the
can
Hall.
schedule
Thank you for
something.
having
That'd be
us.
good. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Fernando.
You know,
Awesome.
The great thing about that place too is they have like a lot of winemakers dinners there and stuff like that. I mean, it's a really great place.
Really?
Seriously,
It's in
I think that
Beaverton,
might
yeah.
be. I think that might be a little too classy for us.
Off Hall Street.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to take riffraff like us. I'd be a little worried.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
It's
it's
great to
very
have you
cool.
stop by, man.
Hey, thanks
very
for
much.
coming.
Excellent.
All
Oh,
right,
Jamie's
that was you again,
breaking
Jamie.
stuff
That's
again.
great.
Anyway, thanks, Fernando.
Thanks, Fernando. We
Fernando.
appreciate it.
All right, so I'll just, that was great. That was great.
I love
I'll,
Fernando.
I'll probably end with one last little Hollywood, around the breakups. This was probably one that shocked a lot of people. And can anybody hear me anymore? Or are we completely...
Yeah, we can. Jamie's thrown his
okay.
mic onto the floor. He's gone completely punk on us.
Who knows? It's
God,
that hat.
man.
The hat.
It is the hat. No, this was probably a surprise breakup. Reese Witherspoon and Ryan
Yes,
Phillippe.
this
That
was a
shock.
heartbreaker. Tell me you didn't want this to last.
I did want it to last. You're right.
I did like them.
Yeah.
I mean, they're like Ken and what's Barbie's
you know,
first name?
and the great
Barbie doll. Is it Ken doll and Barbie doll? God, that's effed up.
But they were cute. But I think they got married too young.
They did.
You
That's
know?
exactly what.
But they were
happened.
like that couple that was, out of the spotlight sort of couple. That didn't.
My
push
guess
their
is
relationship.
what do you think? He couldn't handle her fame. What do you guess?
Maybe he'd been lanced.
There you go.
I gotta say,
2007
no.
prediction.
I need to tell you this. I
Brian?
think when we got to ask, when did you? Because there's no question that everyone who's seen Reese has fallen in love with her. When did you fall in love with Reese, Jamie?
I don't even know who she is.
All right, Shane.
Oh, what's that? Cruel Intentions.
Cruel Intentions.
That-
What else has she been in?
That was so hot.
Oh, it was
Oh,
awesome.
you know.
Her and Buffy.
Oh, it was awesome.
What else has she been in? I mean, I would know. I don't know her
Sweet
name.
Home
shit.
Alabama.
Yeah. The one
And
where
she
she
was
Oh,
adorable
yeah.
in Sweet Home.
Totally.
Oh.
or
So
Yeah.
cute.
Oh,
totally
yeah.
blonde.
Totally blonde.
Totally
Legally blonde.
Legally Blonde.
That's
Yeah,
what I was
yeah,
thinking
yeah,
about.
yeah.
Completely blonde.
Yeah.
All blonde.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I fell in love with her the moment I saw her.
Yeah.
Here's a divorce that's going to get even nastier. Would be my prediction of mine.
Wait,
Paul
wait.
and Heather
Oh, I was
McCartney.
going to say Paul and Heather. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be all 07 of nastiness. Would be my guess.
Heather, she just limps around. She doesn't really do much of anything, I tell you.
Here's another. What do you guys think about this hookup? This is an odd one. Heather Locklear and David Spade.
Am I the only one that got that?
I got it. Just wasn't funny.
All right, I tried.
Yeah, good try.
Okay,
What do you
Heather
think?
Locklear
Heather
and
Locklear
David
and David
Spade.
Spade. Don't you think that's an odd couple, or is it just
Well,
What a
David
waste.
Spade's like an
And a-
odd guy
and a
all by
stool?
himself. Yeah, I mean, that
Anyway.
guy's
Yeah.
weird.
And then need I mention, of course, Tomcat, which we're all sick of and don't want to talk about anymore anyway. So
Tom, as in Tom and
Tom-
Katie.
Tom
I used
Cruise
to
and Katie.
love her.
I loved her when she
You
wasn't a
did?
Scientologist.
I love
Dawson's
her.
Creek,
And actually,
Yeah.
Tom Cruise used to be a
Did you
decent
watch
guy.
Dawson Creek?
No.
Oh.
Tom Cruise
You know
is
what?
a
I'm
total
going to call
freak.
BS.
What?
I think
Okay.
you watched
You taped it.
Creek.
And
I
here-
think you have a library of recorded
I
tapes.
do have a friend. I have a friend
There, there we go. Here we
Tapes
go.
every episode.
who owns like all seasons of Dawson's Creek on DVD.
What
Is that friend a male? Or
He is a male.
Oh, Lord.
he's a
Is
good
Does he
been
drive a
lanced?
Saturn?
He does not drive a Saturn. He drives a Honda Element. If you're out there listening,
Has he been
guys.
lanced?
Yeah, I would be
just
able to
lanced
tell
you.
you that he drives Dawson. He watches Dawson Creek.
I just
What do you
lanced
guys
buddy.
think about the fact that he either wore lifts or stood on a box for their wedding pictures so that he looked the same height as her?
Tom Cruise?
Yeah.
This guy's a freak.
Well, I think it's smart because he's like a midget dwarf,
He is. He's a little freak.
and she is the towering inferno. Oh, Katie.
I hope she someday divorces that guy. I mean, I can't stand it. I'm sorry.
2007, they'll be divorced. I don't
You
know.
think so?
I think so
No.
because I think
All right.
here you go.
No.
I'm on the
Couple more
record.
years.
All right.
They
It's
will
a
get
publicity
divorced at
stunt.
some point.
It
They
is a
will get
publicity
divorced.
stunt. She's out of there.
You think
Now they
so?
have Suri with the fringe on top.
Yeah.
You seen Suri?
No, I think they'll have one more kid. And then
Because
we'll
that
see
makes
divorce
it
in a
cute as
couple years.
bookends.
Oh yeah, they're
Yeah.
gonna get milk.
All right.
And that's good to raise a family that way too. You know?
So-
Hey, all right, here's a question about 2007. Deadpool. Who's going to die?
Oh, that's.
I mean, we did. We should just talk about.
Fernando
we
just had a
lost-
great prediction.
well, he predicted
Well, that's
that
true.
Cheney will.
Yeah, I might buy that. And we just, of course, lost Gerald Ford. That was
did,
just very
and that
recently.
we did.
And that's-
You know, that's not funny.
No, it's
no,
not.
it's not. And a big
Even though he
loss.
got, it was
for
a big loss.
For a man who really was put in a bad situation in history and had to really try and figure out
And
his
did
way
an
out, and did a great job.
Unbelievable job, at least. in
And I
terms of-
think probably didn't get the recognition he deserved in history for what he did. And so, people call him like the accidental president, that kind of stuff. But, I mean, really, just a fantastic human being.
There's a lot of speculation that he, by pardoning Nixon, he blew his reelection campaign for doing that. But, but yeah, 2007 deaths, I don't know. But you know what? Here's an interesting thing. In 2006, if you were an actor on City Slickers, I'd be nervous. Because in 2006, 2 actors from City Slickers died.
So is Billy Crystal next?
I don't know. Jack Palance died and Bruno Kirby.
No way.
Yeah, I didn't know he died.
I didn't either. That guy will live on forever in my heart.
So, he was the one that had the young girl. Wasn't he the one with the young girlfriend?
I don't know. I remembered him as the guy on that other movie, When Harry Met Sally.
Yes, he was in that too.
Yeah.
You are right.
He was great in that
He was
movie. That
obviously
was a
probably
very
good
cute
friends
movie.
with Billy Crystal. Or something.
Yeah.
So does that mean John Lovitz is going to...
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. He was
Would
in the second
would
one,
that be
though.
a bad thing?
He was in the second one.
If
I love
went-
his
if
Subway
it was,
commercials.
If
That's
he
the
went
best work
quickly,
he's done.
would it be so bad? No, I'm terrible. That's
Yeah, the Subway commercials he's done are really his finest piece of work.
quite true.
I forgot about that.
From the political arena, Jesse Helms, telling you, this is his last year. He ain't going to make it through 2007. The guy's like 85 years old. He's done.
This is it. That's your prediction.
But
That's my prediction.
He's not done because of some tragic accident. I think saying that a guy who's 105 years old is going to die this year is probably a pretty safe bet.
Strom Thurmond lasts a while.
Yeah, Strom Thurmond did last a long time.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I think George Burns is going to take it this year.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
You're a sick
He's
bastard.
already gone.
Don't you have any respect? Jeez.
all right. Who else? What else we got?
Well, one other show. I didn't know. This is one last thing I did not know. Did you guys know Chris Penn died in 2006?
No way.
Yeah.
God, I
I
loved
had-
Reservoir Dogs.
I had no idea.
How did he
Sean's
go?
Brother?
Sean's brother.
How did he go?
They say that he was just found dead and that it's heart disease.
Oh, I did hear that. That's right. Yeah.
You know,
So-
the Penn brothers in general, very talented. Do you listen to any Michael Penn?
I do not.
You got to pick up some Michael Penn. He's quite good.
Is he a musician,
March,
I'm assuming?
Yeah, March is his best album, I think, to date, but it was years ago. But he's really quite something. Michael Penn, Sean Penn, man, has that guy ripened with age. Since
Sean
since
Penn?
Madonna,
Oh,
he
man.
pulled a
Yeah.
Tom Arnold there. Did he ever?
But
Seriously.
he has become a great actor and has
He
done some
has.
He is a
fantastic
good
stuff.
actor. He's just, I think,
I mean, he
has
does
a short
more.
fuse, but-
He does more in one movie than all the Baldwin brothers do in all their movies combined.
Now, wait a minute. Okay, so we're talking movies. We got to talk about Alec. Man, that guy has done some awesome movies this year.
Yeah. Alec Baldwin?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
what?
Those movies he's in. They're out right now. I can't remember. See, now I can't
See,
remember. the name.
dude, this is
The
another
Delivered-
highlight
what
of
is
the
it?
show.
No,
I get them
no,
all
no,
mixed
no.
up, though.
The Delivered with it was the Robert De Niro flick that's out
Oh,
with
The Departed.
Shepherd?
He's
No.
awesome in
Departed.
that movie. He is awesome in that movie.
What? And isn't he? He's supposed to be very good in 30 Rock. I think you watch it. don't you?
Yeah, I haven't
I've watched
watched
a couple of episodes.
I don't watch
I think it's funny, but Studio 60 is so brilliant compared to 30 Rock that I can't watch it. I don't need 3 Saturday Night Lives in my life.
Oh,
Studio
2 is
60
enough.
is
And you know
phenomenal.
why they did the storyline of Amanda Pete's character being pregnant? Because she's
What?
pregnant in real life.
Oh, that's perfect. Plus,
That's a great show.
Amanda Pete, really?
Although Jamie claims that it's on the fence that they're going to pull it.
I
The
saw
whole
that
nine
somewhere.
yards.
A
They
couple of
bought
weeks
they
ago.
bought the full season.
Did they?
Now whether it
Oh,
comes back
oh.
next season
Right.
is up
Okay.
for grabs.
And it's just a fantastic show.
It is.
It's one of the best on television, like The West Wing was. I mean, it's just smart. It's well paced and unbelievably structured that they can get the kind of talent together in one place. It's brilliant. It's a great show.
Matthew Perry though is doing a good job. I mean, he's really grown as an actor as well
Yeah, I
in
agree.
that show.
He is. Yeah, I was really strong on that show.
And if you guys are listening, we'd love to be on Studio 60.
We would
We'd
all
make
love
it-
guest shots.
Yeah,
Seriously.
we'd make a great part of the show. And,
You guys are the Jeppy guy on the show. I'm your guy.
yeah, again, any of you desperate women, it's Shane at beer30live.com.
Remind me to set you up an email address.
Yeah.
Shane at Beer30live.com.
I don't take emails without pictures.
You know, my
so-
mom just learned how to email, so I'd be a little scared about that.
So that's it. That's it in for
That's
the Hollywood
year in
review.
review
Unless
in
you guys want to
Hollywood.
hear the top grossing movie.
I do actually.
I do.
What do you guys think it was?
Titanic.
In 2000, not of all time.
Superman.
Nope.
Didn't that come out
That
this
was a
year?
good
did.
movie
This
too.
this surprised me.
Was it
Was
one
it?
of the? Was it one of the Star Wars?
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Man's Trust.
What
That
do you
was
guys
a good
think of the
movie.
second one? Yeah, it was
That
good.
was the first one at 1.6 billion.
Worldwide.
About as much as YouTube cost.
Yeah, worldwide. The Da Vinci Code was second. That surprised me.
You know that movie sucked.
That's
Such
what I heard.
unbelievable.
What?
Yeah.
It's the hype over the book, obviously. And then the next two are kids' movies: Ice Age, The Meltdown,
Genius.
and Cars.
With Cars had too much drama, not enough racing.
Where's Borat on that list? Have you guys
Borat
seen Borat?
is not on this list.
Oh,
no.
that is an awkwardly
but that
funny
was-
movie.
Is it?
I heard it was. I haven't seen it, but I heard it just hurt.
Now, are they
It's
still getting
uncomfortably
sued
funny.
by all these people?
Oh, I'm sure
though,
they
I
are.
thought?
But
I saw Rocky this weekend.
how's that?
That's pretty good. I mean, if you
you
know
grew
what to
up with The
expect,
Rock,
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
does he not look like he's 150? I mean, what?
Well, for a 60-year-old guy, he looks pretty damn good. I'm
No,
thinking
I
if I
know.
was that
It
kid.
was when I saw the trailer. It said, "We're gonna go build some blunt force trauma."
Yeah.
and I thought, I'm in love.
Yeah,
you had me
exactly.
at blunt force trauma.
Yeah, in fact, I was
He's
so
had
hooked,
surgery, let me say.
though. You think so?
Oh,
He is so
yes.
buff, though. I mean, he is looking good.
He's had facelifts.
But
But
I
you
got to
know
tell you,
he sounds
it
pretty
was
good.
pretty good. So I've gone back and I watched Rocky 1 and Rocky
Really?
2. Oh, yeah, I'm hooked now. I'm hooked on The Rock. You know, Adrian,
bringing
she's
an
got
old friend
gaps.
home,
I
isn't
got
it?
gaps. Between the two of us, we ain't got no gaps. You know, it's good.
I don't even know. Was that a quote?
That is a quote, man. Direct
All right,
quote
we
from
gotta-
Rocky the
we-
Philosopher.
Yeah, you know what? We gotta
We do. We gotta
hustle.
move on.
You know,
We gotta move on to political.
can you believe what time it is?
Politics
Look at
in
how-
review.
Look at what we've done.
Yeah.
Do your politics.
Yeah, we need to
and we'll
move
close up
on
shop.
real quick. Couple of highlights.
This ought to be
Did you
quick.
guys know? Yeah, was there any other news but really the Iraq War? I mean, really, if you think
I mean,
about it. Couple of quick things about in February, President Bush
Well,
requested
elections, but
Yeah.
$82 billion for war funding, for extra war funding, and the Department of Defense estimated that the war was costing us $100,000 per minute
Oh,
at that
I'm
time,
sure.
and that was in
Good
February.
Lord.
We're gonna top a
I want
trillion,
my share
guaranteed.
back.
Oh yeah, it's going to be $1 trillion. You want your part back?
Yeah.
How much is that per person? I wonder.
I don't know.
Oh, it's
Everybody got a calculator?
Well,
There's
there's
what, 260 million people in the United No, 300
something
million.
like 45,000 a person or something.
Really?
Would that be right?
45
It's a
grand.
debt,
God,
yeah.
the things I could
there are
do with
300
that
million
money.
people in the United States, right?
Yeah, I think we just
Yeah,
topped
roughly.
300 million.
So I do
right.
the math real quick. And carry the
Just
forward.
carry the forward.
All right, so while he's doing that, let us move on to the next one.
Shane's calculator.
Of course, we all know that the Republicans lost control of the Congress in November. Now, here we are in December. It was a sad day. Actually, the Republicans deserve to lose
There he is,
because
yes.
they screwed it up. Because
Here,
they
here.
couldn't get anything decent done, and they fought, and they let the extremists run their party, and hopefully the Democrats won't let the extremists run their
Well,
party.
and I think people got tired of the moral authority that they
The-
tried.
yes, the moral
Absolutely.
authority.
Because the moral
Exactly.
authority stopped making sense, right? I mean, it
Yeah,
just stopped
it
making
became so
sense.
radical.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no middle ground in that,
Well,
and it doesn't work very
You
well.
know, here's the other thing with that is so. What you're saying is that there's only a small group of the rest of us have no morals at all unless we're led by these folks. I mean, it's just come on.
Well, we know that 98% of us had sex before we got married. So
Yeah, we figured
Yeah.
that out last week. But
Yeah.
I think the
I
real
think it was
issue
95.
is that
Was it 95?
Yes.
that's the polarity
Shane's
of
in
the
the
parties,
5%.
right? If you're not a conservative Republican, then you are bereft of moral claw.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And-
That's the
Exactly.
point. Yeah.
And that's clearly not
And everybody knows that's true. That's why I'm a Democrat.
I
we have-
I'm
Democrats
happy to be
have
an
more
independent. Well, that might
That's
be
right.
true. Actually, so we're talking about the war. The Pentagon has now requested $99.7 billion for next year for the war effort. So total war cost
in
is
1 year?
expected at this point to be over $500 billion. It's according to the Congressional Research Service.
And now, if we would listen to the General Accounting Office, they're going to say it's been way more than that.
Oh,
Because of
probably
the way
so.
they're doing, being tricky with the accounting. of
Well, that
things.
is the way the government does it. I mean, how much is our national debt? And I'll stop on this for the year. How much? How much do you
I
think?
mean,
it is?
are you quizzing us? here?
Yeah,
A couple $100 maybe.
yeah. Thanks.
I don't know. All I can say
don't-
is you owe me.
Our national debt
I don't wanna
is
know.
is almost $9 trillion.
God.
Now, the government will say it's only $5 trillion, but they're not counting Social Security and those sorts of things, which are all IOUs. There's no money in Social Security. They just borrow it to pay for other things and say, "Yeah, we'll pay you back." So if you add all that up, we're at $9 trillion.
There was
growing.
money until Bush borrowed from it.
Well, that is true.
That's only 9 times that lawsuit, though.
That's right. The
That's
RAA.
That's
We
true.
should ask them for an IOU.
Yeah.
The other big news for me in 2006 is healthcare costs rising
Yeah.
at 7.7%, which is 2x the rate of inflation. And rising.
Did yours
rising-
And what
go
were the
up this year?
bonuses
I
of
mean-
the CEOs of healthcare companies?
Yeah, I don't know.
That'd be the
Oh,
question.
interesting.
Not
Do
only
they
is-
rival Goldman Sachs?
Not only at rising at 2x the inflation, but rising at 4x the cost, the standard of living. So people aren't earning enough or not getting raises fast enough. So the healthcare is eating up more and more and more of their costs every single year.
Right.
So,
Well, and you had over 40 million lose health care this year.
well, yeah, and then we have less and less insured, and it costs more and more. So,
Well, that's a real downer.
Well-
Happy frickin' New Year. Exactly. I only have one thing because we're running long, so I just want to share one thing that I think is interesting about our, as what it says, our culture. It brings back to technology. I looked at this great article that I'll post on the website from a guy who went and looked at the top searched stories on all the major search engines, right? And when you look at it, you'd think nothing happened this year. They were all about either celebrity stories or one news story, which was, nothing about nuclear efforts in the Middle East, nothing about the war, nothing about it. One top news story, disaster story, was Hurricane Katrina, which was in 2005.
I was going to say, we didn't
so
talk
what
about
was
that.
the top?
Nothing.
What was the top search news story?
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
know.
please, God, don't tell me.
No, it's got to
I
be
could look at-
Britney and her pants.
I could look at it. I already
You
closed the
think it's
laptop.
Britney and her pants?
Britney and her pants. Yeah, I'm telling you.
Did
know,
you look,
I
Shane?
wish
Did
I
you
had.
look at?
Oh, you so look.
I looked at other stories, too, by the way. There are other things I was looking at.
I looked at Brittany for the articles.
Most people checked it out. All right, so let's
so
go.
anyway.
Let's go real quick. Do we have any 2007 predictions that we haven't said yet?
George Bush gets lanced.
Okay.
Oh man, that's
I don't know. Is that
horrible.
better than being impeached?
Hey, Beer 30 has 10,000 subscribers.
Oh, good. You're optimistic.
Good Lord.
I'm very
Here's
optimistic.
my guess. Pam and Kid Rock will get back together.
Oh my God!
Oh,
Really?
man, that's bigger than the Bush prediction. Shane?
Oh, man. I was just thinking about myself, and I'm going to probably come up with some get-rich-quick, scam. And while I'm scamming on that, scamming on the ladies, too. That's my prediction for 07.
I got it. How about Super Bowl? Who's going to the Super Bowl?
It's got to be
Colorado
the-
Avalanche.
What the hell?
Jesus, that's hot.
I think it's
friend.
I'm going to say Broncos. I'm from Colorado. It's got to be the Broncos.
It's going to be the Patriots and
I'm going Ravens.
Ravens,
Ravens,
Baltimore. I think
Baltimore Ravens, and...
Colts.
No,
they're-
Colts,
no,
they
no,
can't
same
be the
division.
same one.
Yeah.
NFC is just terrible, so
Yeah.
it's a
Seahawks?
wash. Maybe the Saints if they're lucky this year.
I'm telling you, the Seahawks
Wow,
start playing,
the
they'll
Saints,
be
that
good.
would be
My
lucky.
guess is Bears in San Diego.
Yeah, I don't think the Bears are too inconsistent.
Yeah.
Too inconsistent.
Rex Grossman doesn't have it.
No, he doesn't.
doesn't
And you
have
know what the problem? You know what the problem with San Francisco, or not San Francisco, but San Diego is?
Diego?
They don't got no quarterback either. So, and you got to have a quarterback.
They've been doing pretty well.
Well,
lately.
they've been
They're
doing-
Oh, come on! They barely beat the Sea Squawks on a last-second touchdown pass. that
in
was-
Seattle though.
Sea Squawks, you're
Yeah,
going to
and
hell.
Seattle's not bad.
Well,
Seattle.
sorry. I mean, they played horrible the last
What
few
about the
weeks.
12th
so.
man, buddy?
Fairweather fan.
And he is a
Fairweather fan.
No,
right
don't
there.
even go there. I remember the one
Send
in
your
15
email to
seasons
Jamie
or
at
whatever.
beer30live.com. Subject line, you're an ass.
Hey, we had a good year,
We did
gang.
have a
This
good
has
year.
been good.
We had a
Thank you.
great year. Here's to you. Cheers to everybody. Mary, do you have any in your fifth bottle
I
left
do.
there? Here's to you, Shane.
Here's to,
Thanks for
Thank you
joining
guys
us
for having
tonight,
me. I
man. We look
appreciate
forward
it.
to having you
Thank
back
you,
a
guys.
lot.
That was great.
And,
We're going to have a great year
we
next
do.
year.
Do we have announcements? We got announcements.
We do?
Well,
Beer 30. Thank you very much to the Ram for letting us squat in the corner, and thanks to everybody who's shown up and given your support. Thanks to all of you who are listening to the show. Remember, beer30live.com. You can subscribe to us in iTunes. Just search for beer:30 live, and you will find us. You can subscribe.
subscribe.
Please subscribe.
Yes, very
It's
important.
easy.
And
It's
we
easy.
don't actually
Easy.
care. We could care less if you listen. Just
Well,
subscribe.
Well, that's not true.
True.
Emails are always good because we want to hear from
Pete's
you.
our marketing guy, you can tell.
Yeah, emails are great. Comments about the show and etc.
You can get to us all at the show at beer30live.com, or each of our first name, Pete at beer30live, or Jamie and Mary at beer30live.com. And buy stuff. You can always buy stuff. Beer30 swag. Get your T-shirts on. They're so hot. Oh my God.
Shane sleeps in his naked.
Well, I wouldn't be naked.
Alright,
Are we going to
cool.
get pictures up?
Anyway,
And that's all I got. You guys got anything else? Any other New Year cheer?
Happy New Year, folks.
Happy
New
New
Year.
Year, everybody. And
We're out.
I'll learn.
You'll talk with her.
always
Get
get
her
a
over.
phone.
Yeah.
Name your phone number.
I was doing that today at lunch. You know, I called dibs on every girl. Dibs. And my theory was that when all the guys break up with their girlfriends or divorce, that I would have dibs on every girl ever.
So that at some point,
So at some point they would make a move, and I'd say,
Choices.
"Sorry, I got dibs.
Fast.
Dibs on this shit.
I had dibs." And then they made fun of me because I'd never approached any girl.
Dude, you are like the ultimate shotgun. That's awesome. He does an okay.
Louis Farrakhan.
I was going to say Menachem Begin.
dude, there's a big difference between Menachem Begin, the winner of the Nobel Peace Prize,
That was
and Louis Farrakhan.
okay. All right. Right.
Yeah, intellectual happy hour. Uh-huh.